Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rub with Love Kitchen. I'm Tom Douglas, and we're going to show you a crazy way to make spot prawns, our local spot prawns. I've taken and I've peeled most of the shell off, although I did leave the tail bits on, which is nice. And then we're just going to take a little skewer and pop it through the top and then right through that tail part. And we're going to go ahead and just do that, maybe 3 per skewer. All right. If you end up where a tail comes off, just skewer on the shrimp, no problem. I love spot prawns. These are so fresh you could just eat them raw if you wanted to. It's a local delicacy that is really only around a short time each year, and yikes, they're so good. All right, there's our skewers. Now, as you know, this is our Rub with Love kitchen, so we're going to use our Rub with Love spice rubs. For this particular one, I'm going to use our spicy Tokyo rub. And it's spicy, although it's not over the top at all. So it's like togarashi. If you've ever been to Japan or to a Japanese restaurant and had togarashi on your table, it's literally kind of Japanese salt and pepper. So we make our own version with seaweed and sesame and some smoked chilies. And we're just going to pop that right on top of our shrimp. And let's just go ahead and do both sides. And part of our goal with Rub with Love is to make your cooking life simple. I mean, we're not trying to make it so that you don't have to cook. We want you to cook. But we're just trying to give you some fun ideas and make it simple. I'm going to use a little orange olive oil here. You could use a neutral oil like a canola if you prefer. This is not a good time to use sesame oil. It's too strong for what we're trying to do. All right. Now, one of the tricks that I have for you right here is when you're doing skewers, even if you're outside on a charcoal grill or inside on one of these kind of grills, I like to put a little piece of foil down. And what that does is it keeps the end of my skewer out of harm's way, basically, so off the heat so that it doesn't burn off. So depending on how you're serving these, it's nice to have the skewer still intact when you get done. Now, as a base for these skewers, I'm going to take a little bit of papaya. This was green papaya, although it's a little bit ripe in the center. I like it a little bit more green, but either way works. And we're going to add a little fish sauce to it. Now, fish sauce is really pungent. It's got a great umami character to it, and it's also salty, so just be aware of that. A little chili oil. I just want a little kick. And then for sweetness, you'll often find fish sauce matched up with sugar of some sort. So this time I'm using aji marin, so a sweet sake, basically. And that's the sugar to go with our salt in the fish sauce. Let's pop in some cilantro leaves. Cilantro is like one of those funny things that some people love it, some people hate it. For some people, it tastes like... it tastes like soap. For other people, it tastes fabulous. And luckily, I'm one of the fabulous people. All right. The greener the papaya, the more crunchy your salad is going to be, right? So these are only going to take a couple of minutes. You do want to leave them long enough to get a little bit of a sear on them. But you can see the shrimp are cooking and not the skewers. Now, I like these rare. These prawns, it's a real shame to serve these overcooked. So I'm just going to give them a few seconds on this backside to sear the rub that's on them. But generally, I like them rare. I don't know if you've ever been out to our rub shop. We make our rub right in Ballard, Washington at 52nd and 14th Northwest in the Brewery District, what has become the Brewery District of Seattle. And we have a little kitchen out there where we do our serious pie right off the dock there. How good do those look, huh? With a little green papaya slaw. That is deliciousness all wrapped up in one. I'm going to finish with just a little touch of this Aji Marin. All right. Thank you all for joining me in the Rub with Love kitchen. Hope you're inspired to make something new and creative tonight.